Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Tuesday, August 26th, 2025. And this is episode number 976 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Hey, hello. Hi. How are you? Hope I didn't update the topics for the day. Damn it. That's my bad. I'm having a problem with YouTube. For some reason, I can't log into my dashboard. I did get it to populate, but unable to get the dashboard to whatever. I can't get it up and running, so I don't know why. But here we are. Shit. So we got shit to do today, though. Apologize for my lateness. At a meeting, a good meeting, a fun meeting. I will share with you what that is. Maybe, dog it, I got bags under my eyes. Maybe I'll be able to share that with you in a couple of days. I do have an update. I do have some very important news to share with you. I think you'll like. Those of you that are listeners for ESPN 97.5, I believe, will dig it. As for the rest of you, you probably won't give a fuck. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, here we go. That's hilarious. So, what the shit is going on here? Okay. I don't know what's happening, honestly. This is not supposed to be happening. Why is this doing this? God bless it. Get. Okay. All right, let's start the show. This is I'm discombobulated and I apologize. Learn to apologize. All right. Hopefully, sometime in the damn near future, I can get this show started at a decent hour. I'm getting kind of tired of starting late. It's starting to get on my nerves. So hopefully I'll be able to get this show back on track at some point. Cisco said in the chat, if we don't skip a day, if we don't skip any days besides Labor Day, show 1000 should be on 10/8. Well, bad news there because I do have a lot of gigs coming up. Your boy's been booking a lot of shows. So, chances are I'm going to end up missing a lot of days. So, that probably won't be the case. Like if I look at my calendar now, oh my God, I can't do the fucking echo. So if something comes through, I am sorry. I'll do my best to see it. I just can't do the fucking echo. By the way, Terrence, thank you for resubscribing for 29 months, man. Much appreciated, brother. Much appreciated. Sorry, head's still clogged up. So the rest of the month, I don't have any gigs out of town. I'm at Iron Horse in Webster. But that's it for the month. And then next month, I'm out of town, but it's on a Saturday, the first week of the month in September. And then, but the following week, I am in Indiana on the 12th and 13th. But I think I fly up that Thursday. So we'll definitely be missing that Thursday. And then at the end of the month, the 25th through the 29th, I'll be out. And probably won't be returning until the 30th. So I might miss like a whole week at the end of September. And then I have like all of October. Well, I should say all of November is mostly local stuff. It's already booked up unless I end up on a ship somewhere. So not much going on in December yet. And October, I got a couple of gigs, but they're one's in San Antonio, one's in Houston. So, but I do have a couple of weeks where I'm out of town. So that is going to affect slightly where we hit. Eamon said lock the start time in at 3 and make everyone respect it. Jared said it only took 5 years to get on your nerves. Well, you're not on my nerves, pimp. No, I'm saying the echo. So I have these new headphones, Jared. You hadn't been around in a while, and we missed you, buddy. Very much miss you. But Nora, so my old headphones I've had them for a while, but as you can see, they're broketed. But she bought these for me before they broke, thank goodness. But Nora got me some new Beats Studio Pro 3s for my birthday in May. And they're great. They sound amazing. But the only problem is when I plug them into the mixer, and even when I took them up to the radio station when I was filling in. Oh, no, starting late. Okay. Even when I took them up to the radio, I was getting this fucking terrible echo, and I don't know how to fix it. It just drives me nuts. No, you guys don't get on my nerves. I still love doing this show. I do have, put it this way. I do have a lot more going on, though. I had to make a decision that, look, I love doing this show. I do. I love doing this show. I did try a different cord, as a matter of fact, because I had this cord, and I tried it, and it didn't help at all. But I do love doing the show, so I don't want you to think that that's it, why I've been starting late. But I did have to kind of make a decision that, and I don't want this to come out the wrong way, but revenue from a business perspective from the show is way down. And it's many different factors, right? So, and I don't want you guys to send in anything. I'm not saying it because of that, but I was like, you know what I really need to do is I've got to start getting my stand up in order. I've got to get this website in order. So I've got to focus on that more. Nope. Still same echo, new cord. It's not gray. It's black. Same fucking echo. Damn it. Yo, what up, Raz? Holy shit. So I've got to, I've had to make, call up Dre, get a new headset. I know. So I've had to, this used to be like priority one during the day, but I've had to shift that some. So I do make time for other things. Like for today, I had a meeting with this company that's been throwing some stuff my way. So I was like, well, I'll let the meeting go long. It's fine. But it's because, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks of work booked through them. Plus, they're going to pay me to do social media work for them. Plus, they're throwing me some money to book shows for them. So I was like, yeah, I'll spend a little extra time with them on the phone. No big deal. Okay, so that's enough about me. But just know it's not because I don't love you guys. But, Daddy's got to I just had to reset some priorities and focus a little bit, and gotta do what you gotta do to pay bills. Congrats on the new job, Reyes. Congrats on the new job. Yeah. So that's why I went out and got the agent. I don't know if I ever announced it officially. I think I did, but yeah, I ended up getting an agent for the cruise ships. So those will probably start taking place as soon as I get my passport. I went to get my passport and they were like, no, you don't have the right birth certificate. So now I have to go through the city of Houston, get a new birth certificate. It's a whole stupid ass thing, but that'll be in the works too. So that's going to put a damper on how often I can do the show, but I still plan on doing the show. I don't, like I said, I don't ever plan on just completely walking away from the show. That's just not in, that's not, I'm not like, okay, when I'm going to quit here or there. It's like, no, I want to do this. But it's just things might have to change some the way I do it. So that's all. So I do have some good news if you're an ESPN 97.5 listener and a fan of ESPN 97.5. How many of you, one in the chat, how many of you have been in the past to, no. Let's do this because that's too easy. One in the chat if you're going to the ESPN 97.5 listener party this year. One in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you are going to the ESPN 97.5 listener party this year. Put a 1 in the chat. Donna's going. Oh, man, I need to get that balloon sinuplasty thing. I think that's part of why my ears are always clogged up. I saw this thing where the guy was like massaging his. I don't know. Flip said, I don't even listen to ESPN anymore. Are we supposed to? I would hope they would put you on the VIP list, Donna. Yes, I would bet Cece is going to. Okay, so they reached out and asked if I would perform at the listener party. They asked if I was free on September 5th. And I am. And I said yes. So they've hired me to perform at the listener party. So your boy will be doing a set at the ESPN 97.5 listener party on September 5th. I don't have all of the details yet, but I will be there. And I can tell you, oh, wow, speaking of, oh, Nat, you dirty bitch. I can tell you it's pretty close, Cisco. Pretty close. I was asked to basically roast everybody. So I'll be doing 10 minutes. And it will essentially be me roasting everybody at the station. And I was like, Tony said the roast of who? The roast of ESPN 97.5. They reached out, asked if I would perform at the listener party. I said yes. They said that they wanted me to roast everybody there. So, yes, Dubs, feelings will be hurt. Mimi said, someone please record it. Okay, team V3, let's calm down a little bit there, bud. It's weird, bro. Chill. Yeah, Posh said that could be an easy 2 hours. Well, it'll be okay, bro. Get the fuck out. That's the fuck you doing? Chill the fuck out. So stupid. It's either got to be a child or a grown-ass person act like a child. It's one of the two. Goddamn internet, I swear to God. Yes. So. Jersey, don't even call him out, but just clear your throat into the mic the entire set. Does he do that? I didn't know. I will... I told them I would not go like super ham. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to go. I can't go scorched earth roast. But it will be, you know, I'm sure some people was going to get their feelings hurt. I'm sure. But that's what a roast is. So, you know, it's people going to get their feelings hurt. But if you ask me to roast, you have to know what you're getting into. You know what I mean? You have to understand what that means. So, I'm going to roast. We going to roast. That's what we going to do. Cisco, that's not nice. That's so not nice. Yeah, John Dorier, good to see you, brother. It should be interesting. What up, Jen? It should be interesting. So that's the good news. I don't know how they're doing tickets. I was told, where did he message me? Let's see. Yeah. It looks like yeah, I don't know how they're doing tickets yet. I think they're like giving them out. So, oh, you have to win them? Okay. Yeah. So that's what it is. But yep, I'll be there. I think it's from like 6:45 to 9:30 or something like that. John and Lance are opening it and closing it. I think I'm performing at about 8 o'clock ish, like right in the middle, somewhere around in the middle. So, yeah, 6:30 to 9:30, and I was just looking at the agenda. They have like all of the hosts going up, but they're gonna like squeeze me in. So I'll, yeah. So it'll be fun. It'll be interesting, to say the least. You know, it's gonna be. And I will be sticking around. They offered me, they it's not one of those things where they were like, once you perform, you got to get the fuck out. I'll get there. I don't know that I'm going to get there like at 6:30 and shit like that, but I plan on hanging out for a little while afterwards just to mingle and whatnot. I don't know that I'm going to stay till 9:30 necessarily. But I'll probably chill for a little while. Unless I bomb and then I'm leaving. But that's always the case. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the food too. I heard the food's going to be great. So, what up, Uriel? Good to see you. So, yeah, so that'll be it. That was the big announcement. Be performing at the ESPN 97.5 listener party September 5th. So I hope you guys win tickets and make it. Okay. So some other house cleaning. We have enough for our 4th fantasy league. Hell yes. We have enough for our 4th fantasy league. So because of that, it took me a bit. We had to readjust some things. So Jen is going to have to resend out the email to everybody. So I know she sent them out last night and asked you for your draft availability, asked you to fill out the form. That's going to be resent. So you're going to have to do it again. But I wanted to make sure we could get everybody in. So now we have 4 leagues. And it's kind of cool because actually I got Mike Liebeschock to join. I got John Westling to join and Joel Blank to join from ESPN 97.5. So all either former ESPN 97.5 or 1560 hosts and all very good friends of Barry on Deck that have at one time spent several hours on this show. So they'll all be playing fantasy again this year. Then we got KD signed up in house. And so we've got the 4th league complete. What that means, though, is that we've got to resubmit the form so that because now we have a 4th league, you all need to resend your requests for draft night. So Jen will be re-emailing you all. Okay? Re-emailing you all. And that will be... you'll have to pick when you want to draft, and she'll try to do her best to accommodate everybody's request. Not everybody's going to get the night that they want, but she does her best to make sure that she can accommodate. Okay? Yes. Rest in peace to Sports Riot. Rest in peace to Sports Riot. That's cool, Brian. That's good, man. Very good. So, yep. Okay. That was weird. All right, so, all right, here's what we're gonna do. Oh, weird. I like. What the shit was that? All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna take that Sports Riot Fantasy League was chaotic. Oh my god. Can we roast Total Dallas for practice? No, we cannot. Be nice. But I do need to do this. I got to do one thing. So let me take a quick little break. And yep, I gotta send one email, make one quick little phone call in regards to my my passport, and I got to return a phone call real fast. I promise it'll take 2 seconds. And then we will be, this is funny. Wait a minute. That's funny. That's so funny. Okay, so yeah, let me do this. Let me take a quick break. It's 3:59. We'll probably go till 5:30 today, but I do need to get out a little bit early, and I'll show you why here in just a second, right after the break. It's an important day today. It's a very important day today, as a matter of fact. So, let me cut that and put this over here today and paste. So give me 2 minutes. Let me do some house cleaning. And Total Dallas, roast these nuts. These nuts. Got him. Ha! Got him. Yeah, that's sports right. God, so much fun. All right, I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna kick this to a break. Go get a couple of things done, and then I'll be right back and we'll continue the show, because I do want to talk about cut day. The Texans have made some cuts. Some big NFL cuts have gone down. There was also a rumor that went down that I want to talk about, that I thought was kind of funny to see people's reactions on, involving the Dallas Cowboys. Want to talk about that. Also want to talk about how I may have outsmarted myself, unfortunately. And I did the fantasy updates already, so we got that. And then I'll talk about, I'll clue you in on what that make it stop is if we have time to get to that. All right, so we'll do all that and more right after this quick little break. Let me just take care of a couple things, all right? We'll do that just a second. I'll be back. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Stick around. Don't go nowhere, bitches. All right, welcome back to Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Appreciate that. Need to take care of a couple things. All right. Now, without further ado, so I told you it's important I get out of here today, and it is indeed. And the reason it is important, I don't know why this didn't update. It should have updated. Reason it's important, and we won't do the whole big thing, but it's Pops' birthday. It's my dad's birthday. He would have been 81 years old today. He was born in 44, I believe. Yeah, 1944. So what? That's 81? I think that's right. If I was born in 1944, how old would I be? 81. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he would have been 81 today. So we'll be probably do a shot. Let's do a shot for Pops though. Excuse me. So after the show, I'm going to drive down to the Veterans Cemetery and, just go visit Dad, say hi, leave some flowers out there. So that's partly why I'm going to get out of here about 5:30-ish today. So just a reminder, if you didn't get in on the fantasy, I'm sorry. If you did, Jen's going to be resending the email for you for picking your times because we added a fourth league. All right. But cheers to Pops, man. Happy birthday, Pops. Love you, man. Cheers. Damn, that's so good. It's almost like I just wanted an excuse to do another shot of Basil Hayden, huh? All right, now let's get to it. We got some shit to do today. We have things to discuss. By the way, today was the first day that instead of tweeting the show, I posted the show on Blue Sky. That may be why that random weirdo showed up and was like, I'm going to come. Oh, get the fuck out of here, you weirdo. So I will no longer be tweeting the show out on Twitter. I'm not on there anymore. I'm not going to be active on there anymore. So don't look for me on there. If you're sending me messages on there, you're wasting your time, essentially. So don't look for me on there. I didn't do any, what's it called? Headlines, but I do have one big news thing from the Astros. They made some moves. And here you go. And this was on Twitter. I happened to see it. Because I have this, the reason why I'm not on Twitter, but I have this, so long story short, I have the beginning of the show is automated. What I do is I push one button that says go live, and all of the stuff that I'm supposed to use opens. All the websites that I use to get started, and Twitter is in that mix. I just haven't gone and taken it out yet. And when I opened it, this was on the screen. I was like, oh, well, I definitely need to talk about that. So this is what that was on the screen. I wonder if they're on Blue Sky. I wonder if the Astros are on Blue Sky. That would be handy to know. Astros. I don't see them. Let's see. People. Chandler Rome is on Blue Sky. Michael Schwab. Robert Ford. It doesn't look like the Houston Astros are on Blue Sky. Houston Astros. Yep. Yeah, they are. Okay. Oh, that's not the real Astros, though. No, it's not the real Astros because there's a unfollow. There's a post on Blue Sky that says, "Going to be real honest with everyone. Bregman's gone and Jordan is sadly next. Get ready to learn 100 losses again, buddy." That's not the Astros. That's so stupid. But I did follow Chandler Rome, so maybe he'll. Yeah, he's talked about most of this stuff. Okay. Well, so that's good. I'll pick up on that. Kind of surprised though the Astros don't have an account over there. That is kind of weird. Oh, wait. Here we go. Nope, this is not official either. Okay, there's no official Houston Astros account over on Blue Sky. Interesting. I guess maybe they don't give a shit. Okay. So be it. Nonetheless, this is the moves that were made. You can see on your screen. Big one is Jordan's back. He has been reinstated from the 60-day IL and added to the active roster. He should be playing tonight. That's the scuttlebutt around town, is that he should be in the lineup. We shall see. Let me move over here. Let's see. Houston. Rockies lineup has not been released yet. Has it? Yes, it has. Lineup has been released. So good news. There's the lineup right there. Your lineup for tonight looks something like this. Well, where'd it go? There it is. So this is how the lineup will go. Pena, Correa, Altuve, Alvarez, Walker. Yo, Jim! Holy shit! The ghost of sports Christmas past. Jim on Sports is here. Be still my heart. Holy shit, Jim. Thank you for resubscribing for 19 months for 40 months. Still don't know how that works, but what up, Jim? Good to see you, pimpin'. So yeah, your Astros lineup: Pena, Correa, Altuve, Alvarez, Walker, Sanchez, Caratini, Dubon, and Jacob Melton. They're almost back to what they want. This is almost the exact lineup that they want. Obviously, they don't want Jacob Melton in center field. They want Jake Myers, who would be moved up. It wouldn't be Caratini at catcher. I guess it would be maybe Yiner. Maybe Altuve would be playing second base. And then you would have perhaps Yiner DHing or Caratini or maybe even Dubon. I don't know. But I suspect you would want Caratini and Yiner in the lineup. Both of them are better hitters than Dubon. I suspect that would be the ideal lineup. Is you get Myers back, you add Yiner to this, and that's that. That would be your lineup. Now, you're not always going to have Jordan in left. I'm kind of surprised that they have him playing left field and not just DHing. But he is going to play left field at home. Okay, so it is at home. That makes sense. I thought it was on the road for a second. Jim, so the beard. You like it? You like that? You like that? Don't I have that? Don't I have that? I thought I had that as a... Oh, there's the gnat. He's back. Bitch. He got away. I thought I had the "you like that" drop, but I guess I don't. Damn it. I don't have it. Oh well. Yeah, I've had the beard now almost since No Shave November. Yeah, I mean, I did the roast of my face like we do every year and never shaved. Had it ever since. So almost a year now. Oh, you motherfucker. I see you, you dirty bitch. I'm going to get you. Now I just look like a crazy person, like I'm talking to myself. I swear there's a gnat in here. Flip said that's a year. Oh, no, I've shaved it a bunch. I've shaved it probably half a dozen times at least. At least. Yeah, I mean, I just shaved it. Gosh. I shaved it right before I left for Little Rock. So 2 weeks ago. And then when I shave it, I just mean I trim it down and shape it and stuff and thin it out and, get rid of the scragglies and all that. But I'll never be able to fill like those holes in and stuff like that. That's just gonna be what it is. Shut up, Chris, jackass. Shut up, Jim, you jackass. No, it's not like I haven't not shaved for a year, you fuck faces. I trim it like this is like, you see, yeah, that's like, this is a couple of weeks of growth. Like since I've trimmed it last, you dumbasses. Yeah, this isn't like, because I usually just keep it kind of short and shaped. You know what? I ain't fucking none of y'all. I don't care what you think. Anyways. I would say, I'm trying to decide here. Like, based on the way it is, I don't too much dislike the lineup. Only thing, and it's tough. It's a tough call, man. But Christian Walker has been on fire. You know what I'm saying? Christian Walker has been hot. You look at his game log. I mean, he's been a little firecracker as of late. Look at that. Oh, fuck you, Nat, bitch. He had 3 home runs back to back to back in Baltimore. Son of a... He's just fucking with me now. Yeah, he had 7 RBIs in 3 games in Baltimore. Fucking Nat, I swear to God. Yeah, he hit 238 in August, had an 847 OPS and slugged 525. Slugged 525. That was his best slugging for the season by far. His best OPS by far, too. So, well, he had an 833 OPS in July. So he's definitely picked it up significantly. His on base was down slightly, but his power numbers were up. He had 3 home runs and 18 RBIs in July, 6 and 17 in August. So, and remember we talked about it. I said I felt like he's getting hot. He's turned a corner. He's going to be what they had hoped he would be, and he has. So, oh yeah, I've got a derma roller. It hadn't done shit. I tried. No, Flip says Cam Smith, the right-handed John Singleton. No, I don't think so, Flip. I don't believe that at all. I'll tell you what I think the problem with Cam Smith is. And it's a worthwhile discussion. One, I think Cam is tired. Two, I think Cam is just in his own head. And three, I think that the league has adjusted to Cam, and now Cam has to adjust to the league. He's still a rookie, right? He's going to make rookie mistakes. He's going to have to figure things out. Kind of knew this was going to come. I think Mauricio Dubon said it best when he watched Cam during spring training. He said, man, once he readjusts or adjusts to the league, he could win a batting title. He could win a home run title. He's that good. And I think what he meant by that was he's going to come out, he's going to do pretty well, but then the league is going to adjust to him. And then once he figures it out and makes adjustments and kind of settles into being a pro, that's when you're going to see him flourish. And I think that's what he hasn't done yet. So I think there's still the opportunity for him to do that. He's a really good defender. So I think he just needs to give himself a break at the plate. And I think he's just pressing. The power numbers aren't there. But I think all of that kind of it's all playing in there together. When you start, it's kind of like they tell you when you're in love, right? When you're in love or when you're single and you're just desperate to find somebody and you're trying to find love, you're never going to find it. It's when you stop looking that love finds you. When you stop trying to hit home runs and just go the other way, that's when you hit home runs. And right now, I think Cam is trying too hard. He's trying too hard to find love at the plate. Kiss my ass, Amos. Yeah, they don't. These new gigs, no, they don't. They still don't. He said beard needs a barber. I do need to edge it up more and line it up more. I just haven't. And I was like, I had let this grow all. I was shaping this up. I didn't know if I wanted to let this grow or shave the soul patch. I didn't know. I don't know if I should keep that, let it grow long, let all of this fill in or not. I didn't know. I don't know how it's supposed to look. I don't know. We'll see. Jeff said I stopped trying 5 years ago. Still waiting. Well, love doesn't know time, Jeff. Love doesn't have a time. Love doesn't have a watch. Okay? It'll happen when it happens, Jeff. Just be patient. All right, so Jordan back in the lineup tonight. That'll be a fun. I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna go put some flowers on Pop's grave and then get back in time to hopefully watch the game, smoke a cigar, and chill out on the back patio. Who's on the mound tonight? Hunter Brown versus Tanner Gordon. Tanner Gordon, ye of a 7.11 ERA. This should be a get-right series for the Astros, that's for sure. Who are the Mariners playing? Mariners have opened a series with the Padres. They won that first game, so need Padres to do their job. Other moves, by the way, that the Astros made, they sent down AJ Bluebow. He's been recalled from AAA. Bryce Matthews has been optioned to AAA. John Rooney has been placed on the 15-day IL retroactive to August 25th with left elbow inflammation. Wink, wink, wink. And then infielder Brandon Rogers has been returned from his rehab assignment. So he's getting closer. So there you go. Hey, what up, Clarence? Damn, Clarence. You ain't shit. The Dallas Cowboys have been waived from the playoffs. All right, so yeah, let's get into that for a minute. Let's talk cuts and whatnot. It is cut day, bitches. Oops, wrong one. It is cut day. So let's talk some big cuts. There was a rumor that Jerry Jones was stepping down. Not true. Not true. I saw this rumor online and it was ridiculous. So if you got your hopes up, Cowboy fan, let them down. Let them down. Not true. If I was a Cowboy fan, I would have got my hopes up. Yeah, Rooney plays once, the Astros pitching staff breaks him. I think that's more of a stash thing than anything. Yeah, I don't think that's an actual injury. I think they're just stashing him somewhere. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are getting engaged. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, Spencer Rattler is going to start for the Saints. Damn, sucks to be a Saints fan. Wow. So, here, let's see. Let me go to the live cuts roster tracker. Roster trackers and trades. Here we go. 2025 NFL preseason trade tracker. What? So here's August 26th. Saints trading for Cowboys. Asim Richards. Saints get Richards, and the Cowboys get a 2028 6th round pick. All right. Falcons are trading for the Seahawks. Michael Jarrell. They get Jarrell, and the Seahawks get a 2027 conditional 7th round pick. Browns are trading for KT Leviston, 7th round pick. Yeah. So a lot of these are just pre-cut trades. It doesn't mean much, but what it does mean is you don't open them up to like waivers and open bidding. So you can kind of, you're like, oh, that guy might be worth something. You can get something for him. So like the Raiders have acquired Kenny Pickett from the Browns for a 5th round pick. Let's see, any others worthy of talking? No. That's about it. Yeah, that was a big trade. Commanders traded Brian Robinson for a 6th rounder. Kind of interesting there. And the Jets added a bunch of depth on their defensive line. Also, the Texans had traded John Mechie for a tight end, Harrison Bryant, and a 5th round pick in 2026. So that's about it. Now that goes back to August 17. The roster cuts. Here we go. Live updates for roster cuts. Here we'll try this. Maybe this will be easier to read. I was gonna look at NFL trade rumors. I wonder if that's a thing. Let me see here. NFL. Yes. So is this the cuts or is this who they're keeping? Let me scroll down to the Texans and I'll be able to tell you. Oh, this must be who they're cutting. Yeah, this is who they're cutting. Oh, Or is T? QRST. Steelers, Texans. All right, so it's not official. All right, so this is a good one, actually. NFL Trade Rumors has a lot of official cuts. Okay, why? Now my it's frozen. Motherfucker, come on. Come on, you dickbag. Yo, what up, Heartthrob? Long time no see, brother. Jerry Rice's son was cut by the Chargers. Yikes. Oh, bitch. Oh, yay. It's working again. All right, cool. All right, here is roster cuts. NFL roster cuts, and then it shows kind of like who's official. So let's get to, I guess we could get to the Cowboys. I know we got some Cowboy fans. Hey, what was this? That was Browns. Yeah, so here's your Browns. Shedeur Sanders makes the cut. They cut Tyler Huntley from the QB room. And remember, they traded another one. So, they cut kicker Dustin Hopkins. They cut Deontay Johnson, wide receiver. Let's see. That is about the biggest names on here that they cut. Yeah. So that was your Browns cuts, Jen. There's your Bucks cuts. There's Shiloh. Shiloh Sanders was cut. Cardinals, Chargers. Here we go. Yep, there you go. Brendan Rice right there. It's unofficial right now. Here's your Chiefs cuts. Unofficial. Bailey Zappi. Anybody else big? Cam Jones. Colts official cuts. Laquan Treadwell. Didn't even know he was still playing. Anybody else? No. No, not too bad. Nah. Commanders and Cowboys. Here you go. Lyle Collins has officially been cut by the Cowboys. Tyler Neville. Christian Matthew was injured and was cut. Deuce Vaughn. Jalen Brooks. Nothing crazy. It doesn't look like. You don't see any. None names really stand out from the Cowboys. They did say that DeVito got cut from the Giants. So that was kind of a shock to some people because he was a fan favorite. There's Kenyon Green getting cut from the Eagles. Dorian Thompson-Robinson got cut. But yeah, here's the Falcons cuts for AJB. I guess I could zoom in a little bit so y'all could see. Anybody of note on the Falcons? Let's see. Josh Thompson. Oh, no. Lamar Jackson got cut. Cornerback of the Falcons. Yeah, nobody of note. Yeah, no surprises there. Yeah, here you go. There's Tommy DeVito getting cut by the Giants. Nothing crazy. Jags, nothing crazy, I don't believe. Jets isn't official yet. Lions. So, yeah, I mean, there hasn't been really. It looks like the Panthers cut Hunter Renfrow. So that was kind of a shock to some people as he tried to make a comeback. Shador made the roster. They've got that listed. I don't know, boy. The Saints are going to be. Saints they're in trouble this year. Bitch. Ah, this motherfucker's got 9 lives. Man, what is the Saints depth chart at QB? It can't be good. Can it? Spencer Rattler, Tyler Shaw. Ugh. Jeez. Saints need some help. That's not good. That's not good at all. Hey, Captain Pope, looky here. What's up, Captain Pope? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for the 45 bits, buddy. Yeah, but he got outplayed by Jameis and Jackson Dart. Yeah, you know what though, man? It looked like a fun little group with Jameis there, but god damn it. But they still got Russ as well. So, that you got Russ and Jameis and Jackson Dart. And yeah, I think Jackson Dart was outplaying him for sure. Not that I watched a lot of Giants preseason, but he did have a decent final drive, I guess. But we shall see. Yeah, Clarence said, I hope so. It's time for Mickey to go. It's just not a good looking roster, really. Yeah. Gotta do something. What up, Heartthrob? Life cannot be good if Spencer Rattler is your starter. Bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Crazy talk. Here's some notables. Let's see. 49ers placed Brandon Ayuk on the reserve pup list. Let's see. Caleb McGarry, right tackle for the Falcons, out for the season with a leg injury. Browns named Dylan Gabriel backup QB. Okay. Bears announced 19 moves. Cowboys announced 30. Chargers activating Najee Harris from non-football injury list. Oh. Texas sending O-lineman Austin Deculus to the Chargers. For conditional 7th round pick. Okay. Interesting. What a journey. It says Deculus 26 with a 6th round pick from the Texans in 2021, where he signed his rookie deal through 2025. Houston released him after training camp in 23, brought him back on the practice squad shortly after. After being elevated from the practice squad twice in 2023, the Texans signed Deculus to the active roster at the end of September. Houston waived him in November, and he was claimed by the Jets shortly after. The Jets re-signed him as an exclusive right free agent in April, but he was among their final roster cuts coming out of the preseason. He signed with the Saints practice squad and was signed to the Texans active roster in December. In 2024, Deculus appeared in one game for the Texans. Golly. And then he just got traded. Just talking about bouncing around. Probably could have had him for free. Yeah, Clarence, that's another thing, man. You say, come on, Arch Manning. Chris said Saints have given up on football. Let the cats in, they'll get the nap. Get the nap. No, they won't. They're stupid. The other day, Oliver, there was like one in the, because I think they're like sewer, like drain flies or whatever. And periodically, we'll get them around the house. And there was one in the living room, and it like landed on Oliver's face, and he was like, they didn't do shit. Yeah, Amos said Rattlers in year 2, let him get his lumps, no pressure. Yeah, bro. I mean, Spencer Rattler is just Davis Mills without a neck. What? He's a backup, man. He's either going to be a good backup or a bad backup. I see you, Jen. I got you. I just saw that. My bad. So it's not like oh shit, wrong thing. Joel's gonna be like, what the fuck? Okay, you have it, Jen. Bring back the paper bags. Now that's funny, Total Dallas. That's funny. But yeah, I saw somebody like, you think Arch Manning goes to the Saints? You think he would want to? I don't know if he would want to. No. No, bro. No. Spencer, let's see. Let me see his numbers. Stats. Career stats, 2024, 7 games. 57% completion. 57% completion percentage. 1,300 yards, 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Sacked 70%. Man. No. That's what he is. No, that's what he is. Yeah, 1 touchdown and 1 interception in preseason. No, fam. It's okay. He's a guy. He's just a dude. But that's okay. You know, sometimes you just got to start over. Ain't nothing wrong with it. The Saints had a good run. It's their turn to rebuild. And so they will. And rebuild they shall. And rebuild they shall. I'm trying to see if there's any more big names on the chopping block. Oh, let's see. Texans Jimmy Ward placed on commissioner's exempt list. Chargers releasing Tony Jefferson. Browns placed Deshaun Watson on PUP list among flurry of moves. Saints got 20 players. Yeah, I mean, there's no big surprises. We talked about a few yesterday, but it doesn't look like any major, huge, oh my God cuts. Nothing crazy. So, yeah. Cut day, baby. It says, let's see. Let me update this page. Here's the death charts for all the teams now. Yeah, no one gives a shit about that. Tommy DeVito, Hendon Hooker, Cam Akers were the big cuts, and we talked about those yesterday. Marcus Valdez-Scantling, Dustin Hopkins, Hendon Hooker, Shiloh Sanders, Tyler Huntley. Yeah, we got a lot of those in yesterday. So Trent Brown, the Texans, and then Hunter Renfrow. So you're all caught up there. Let me tell you what is this? Nothing. Absolutely shit all. Captain Pope gave out a sub to Black Sheep. Let's go. Thank you, good sir. I need to fix my menu. It's got me over here all lit up. Damn it. Bitch, back up off me, ho. Let me tell you why this says make it stop. Or should we do I outsmarted myself? We'll do make it stop. So I get this question a lot. And it's about Kill Tony. And some of you in this chat have asked me this. I made a video on it and posted it on my socials. I saw somebody talk about this on Threads. And if you don't know what Kill Tony is, it's a comedy podcast where people perform on it. And then they get like roasted afterwards. Or, you know, they may get roasted, they may not, but they may do good, they may not. But a lot of times they'll get some recognition for doing the show. And if they do good, if they have a good set, sometimes the 400-pound guy on the Bucks got cut. I don't even know who the fuck that is. What's up, Black Sheep? Black Sheep. Wait, what? Did I catch Barry live? But if you don't know, like, Kill Tony is just it is designed to where it's like a glorified open mic. And the concept is all of these unknown comics put their name into a bucket. God damn, 434 pounds? Good Lord, that's crazy. But all these open mic comics put their name into a bucket. Tony Hinchcliffe, it's his podcast. He draws names out. And then they come out and they have 1 minute to do jokes. And then when they're done, they are evaluated by a panel of professional comedians, including Tony and Red Band and usually 2 guests. And usually what it ends up being is a roast. And they just fuck with the comic and make fun of them. Our boy Juggalo Trey has done it a couple of times. And what it has become is... unfortunately, in this business, it's become a credit. Like, comics use this to try to get work now. They're like, oh, I've been on Kill Tony. Great. You did 1 minute. You did 1 minute of comedy. Do you understand what that doesn't mean? Like, it means dick all in the grand scheme of things. I understand the appeal of the show. What I don't like about it is how everyone wants to be like, are you going to do Kill Tony? Do you like Kill Tony? Or you want to be on Kill Tony? It's like, no, a lot of us don't like it. A lot of professional comics could give a fuck less about Kill Tony. We just don't give a fuck. It means nothing to us. It's his thing. It's cool for him. Good for him. But like, no, I would never do it. Even if I had the chance, it wouldn't do anything for me. It's not my style. I I just don't think, the audience isn't my audience. Like, it's just, no. It's just a bunch of bros. They just get up there and they make awful jokes about people. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's not my thing. Yeah. Tony said or Dub said it's feeding people to the lions for show. Pretty much. But I've worked with people that have done Kill Tony, and I was on Kill Tony. I got a golden ticket. I got a book. And they fucking bomb. They're fucking not good. There's a few comics that have gone on to have really good careers and be good comics. But the vast majority, 90% of the comics that have done it and use it as a credit are ass. They're not good. They're just not. And it just drives me nuts when people will tag me and be like, hey, did you see this guy on fucking Kill Tony? I'm like, no, because I don't watch it. It's a fucking open mic. I don't give a fuck. Oh, he was hilarious. For a minute. Ask him to do 45. That's what I do. I go do 45 minutes. I have 3 hours of A material. I did a show in Albuquerque where I had to stretch, where I did an hour and 20 minutes straight. No crowd work. Just straight jokes of fire. A material. Ask those guys if they can do that. They can't. They can't. They have 1 minute, maybe 5 to 7 minutes. But then they're out here fucking trying to tour, and they've got the fucking Kill Tony logo on their fucking flyers, and they're like, I'm a Kill Tony comic. Who gives a fuck? It's just maddening. It's just like, oh my God, this is where we're at in this business now. Oh my God, Joe Pro, that's so fantastic. Kill Tony is like changing a light bulb and calling yourself an electrician. Fucking amen. But then that would be like people coming up to you and being like, hey man, you like changing light bulbs? I was like, fucking no. What up, USN? Good to see you, pimp. Long time no see. Just sitting here bitching about Kill Tony. But this is the crazy thing. He has turned it into this. I mean, he just had a Netflix special, and now he just did it at Madison Square Garden. So good for him. I mean, good for him. But at the same time, not all of us are down with it. Oh my God. What? Yeah. USN said, is it cool if I do something? Well, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Well, I guess so. Thank you for the raid, USN. Oh my goodness. Welcome in, Raiders. Holy cow. Look, Joe Pro said, what do we do now? I don't know what to do with my hands. Yo, thank you for the raid, USN. That's super dope, man. What was on tap today, homie? What was the stream about, my friend? What up, A Hopper? How are you? Thank you for checking in. Madden. And boy, do I suck. Bro, I have not played Madden. I haven't played. Hey, Jaxie, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Raiders. Appreciate you, USN. For those of y'all coming in on the raid, first of all, thank you for being here. This is my little humble corner of Twitch. This is called Barry on Deck. It's a sports talk and entertainment show. I started this back during the pandemic, back in May of 2020. I used to be on ESPN radio down here in Houston, Texas. Got laid off like a lot of people. And a lot of my listeners and fans were like, hey, do your own shit. So I was like, okay. And I've been doing it ever since. Do this. Also a nationally touring stand-up comic. And I was just bitching about Kill Tony. and how much most of us stand-up comics that earn a living doing this absolutely hate Kill Tony. So I won't bitch about it though. I won't make you, I won't make you listen to all my crybaby meow meow shit. But I was complaining about it. Chance that I preferred this term laid on. I like that too. What up, Chant? Good to see you, man. That's hilarious. Shut up, Rudy Rod. Rudy Rod said stick around. He's pretty funny. That's something that I used to tell people, like after a show, people will come up to me and be like, hey man, you're pretty funny. I'm like, that's not a compliment. So ignore Rudy Rod. Thank you guys for the follow, man. Thank you, A Hopper. Thank you, Axel Brickman. Appreciate the follows, man. And again, USN, thank you for the raid. Dude, so I haven't played Madden in years. And here's why. I used to love college football. I used to love NCAA football. And I always thought Madden fell short. Right? I always just felt like it was not it just didn't hold, like, because you didn't have, I used to love to run the option one, and I just always felt like Madden was like ugh. I don't know, it was you just Hail Mary shit and then I don't know, it wasn't my thing. And also I suck. Oh my God, I sucked. I couldn't play on anything but easy. And anytime I played somebody, I'd lose by 30 or 40. So there you go. Got to get the Houston guy upgraded. Hey, yes, thank you. Thank you. Hey, what up, Big Stout? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Eddie said MLB talk. What? Yeah, we had some MLB talk. Anything wrong with MLB talk? You're not an MLB fan? Don't talk shit about my beard, Black Sheep. Don't you do it, okay? Don't you dare do it. USA said Jaxie got to get the Houston guy upgraded. Yeah. Yeah. Jaxie, you from H-Town, baby? You a H-Town cat? You live here in Houston? Oh, Eddie's a Yankee fan. Hey, how the hell did they let the Red Sox catch them and pass them? By the way, y'all, I'm not a crazy person. There's a gnat in here, so if you see me going, what the shit? I'm not on like bath salts. There's an actual gnat in here that I'm trying to kill. Oh, U of H grad. Hell, Coughlin, buddy. Or Shockham, or what? I forget. No, I forget which one it was. Coughlin. Yeah, nice. I didn't go to college. I'm an A&M fan, but I went to Lone Star, so they don't count. That's true. That's true, USM. It could be a gnat, and I could be on bath salts. Dubs said, we see the gnat too, Barry. Shut up, Dubs. It's true. It's real. It's here. It's very real. I'm a grad student at A&M. Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't go. I wasn't smart enough. My grades out of high school, the best I could have done was Baylor, but I didn't give a fuck. I didn't want to go to college, but I come from a whole family of Aggies, long line of Aggies. All my family went to A&M. I went to community college, and it is really tough being the smartest person in my family. What? Okay. No, I don't take that. That was a joke. I love my Aggie family. It's just a joke. I did that joke in Lubbock on stage. Wow, killed. Oh my God. Nice. They love that shit. Them Red Raiders ate that shit up. They started laughing. Them fever blisters were popping all over the place. That is the home of herpes, Lubbock. Oh my goodness. Eddie is one of those Yankees fans. What? What do you mean one of those Yankees fans? One of those? What do you mean? Oh, best franchise to ever live. Yankees? Well. Look, when you're one of the oldest franchises to ever live, it helps. You know what I mean? It helps. Yes, definitely Tuck fixes. 100%. No, Black Sheep said, so I can say hook 'em horns. No. I mean, you can, but I will make fun of you. But yes, you can. If you want, you can pledge your allegiance if you're a T-sip. Chance that I'm a Yankees fan and I love them, but damn, they need to get it sorted. I mean, look, they've had some injury issues too. Problem is, one of the problems, this is what's crazy to me about the Yankees that I still don't understand. The moves that they had at the deadline, I just don't, one, kind of like what the Rangers did. I don't feel like the moves that they made were the right moves. And when you look like up and down the lineup, when you look at the roster itself, it's like, I mean, they need to get healthy, obviously, but I don't know. To me, and this is going to sound crazy, but you've got maybe one of, if not the best hitters ever in Aaron Judge. And what you have around him, they should be guys like Giancarlo Stanton and, I don't know, Cody Bellinger. They should be producing more. But they also don't have any pitching. And if you recall, everything started off with, oh man, those torpedo bats, they're cheating. And then that cooled off. And I think that's been kind of a microcosm of what this team has been all year, where it's been like hot and cold, hot and cold. They're very streaky, but they need pitching. They need pitching. They need to get healthy. They need a better bullpen. What is their rank? Let's see. Hold on. I want to see where they rank pitching wise in the, let's see. Hold on. Let me go to stats. Where are they at? Here we go. Yeah. 17th in earned run average, 18th in quality starts. Yeah. And it's just not, I mean, okay. They're second in runs scored, third in on base percentage, but then they're 11th in batting average, which, is not really a good stat. First in slugging, but at the same time, the lineup will go cold. I mean, they get swept by the Marlins. They lose 2 out of 3 to the Rangers, 2 out of 3 to the Astros, and then they'll go and sweep the Cardinals. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, they'll put up, 1 run here and not score against the Rangers. And I get it. The Rangers have good pitching, but that's kind of what this team has done all year. And I think they could have done more at the trade deadline. I just don't know if they had what it takes. But they've got a plus 106 plus minus, which is really good. They've got the offense. I think they needed to do more, kind of opposite of what the Rangers did. The Rangers needed more bats, and they went out and got more pitching. And the Rangers needed more, or the Yankees needed more pitching and didn't get enough, I don't think. So we'll see. Could come back to bite them. Altuve is a cheater. Well, Altuve is the only one that didn't cheat. If you want to call others on the Astros cheaters, 100%. That 2017 team 100% cheated. But the fact of the matter is, Altuve was the one that didn't cheat. Just FYI. I know that's the fun narrative. Altuve was the one that cheated. And I know that's just the fun thing to say. But my God, look at his numbers against the Yankees outside of the year or two that everyone thought he was a cheater. He still owns the Yankees. There's Daddy Yankee, and then there's the Yankees' daddy, and that's Altuve. Oh, my God. He fucking owns the Yankees. Bro, there's just no way you can deny the greatness of Altuve. No way. Is Stanton 60 years old yet? He plays like it. He plays like it. His body is 60. His body is definitely 60. 100%. 100%. Clemens, Pettit, Mariano, Rivera all cheated. I don't know if Rivera cheated. Rivera was just great. Mariano Rivera is one of my favorites. And Jeter. And I'm an Astros fan. I love me some Derek Jeter. But Clemens and Pettit both cheated. 100%. Yeah, Xander Bogaerts is Garrett Cole's daddy, as Altuve is the Yankees' daddy. True. Yeah, you know what? And people fail to forget too, and we have to bring this up all the time, but those rules wouldn't have been in place if the Red Sox hadn't used Apple Watches and the Yankees hadn't moved their cameras in the outfield so that they could get the cameras positioned on their bench coach and on the catcher at the same time so that they could steal signs using cameras. That's why the rules existed in the first place. And the Astros just didn't stop like everybody else supposedly did. That's the whole reason it existed, because the Red Sox and Yankees were the original cheaters. Are you timing people out? Oh, shit. Dubs is timed out, Eddie. You can't run off the new people, Dubs. Eddie, we have this thing here where you can use points to time people out. It's just like go sit in the corner, you know? It's just, you just tell people to go sit in the corner, and they made you go sit in the corner. I was enjoying it, Eddie. I don't have any problem going back and forth, but apparently PB Dubs had enough of your shit. Ah, boy. Yeah, it's going to happen, Eddie. But don't let that deter you, Eddie. You come back here and talk your shit, just like Total Dallas does. This guy right here, Eddie, he talks enough shit for everybody. So, yeah. Laminack had insectoid hallucinations and Tourette's. Please excuse me. Yes, that's true. I do have both, Joe Pro. I do have insectoid hallucinations and Tourette's. What up, Walt? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, Joe Pro, I can't imagine why we struggle to grow the show. Can't imagine. Go figure. Let's see. Big Stout said, what up, Barry B? Oh, good to see you, brother. Thank you for being here. USN gifted a sub, by the way, to Jaxie. That's dope. Thank you. Thank you, USN. I missed that, but I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. That's very nice of you. And thanks again for the raid, man. Very cool. Thoughts on Jackson Dart, Big Stout said. Did you see him this preseason? Man, you know what's crazy? We were talking about that a little bit earlier. Hey, who was that? Ears fan. Ears? You a big Ears fan? You like ears, huh? EER or ears? What the hell? Am I missing something? What is that supposed to be? Somebody tell me. Fun fact, Total Dallas is more timeouts than the Cowboys have playoff wins. Okay. Now be nice. Here's the thing, man. So I didn't watch a ton of, I didn't get to see Jackson Dart play a lot. Okay. So hold on. I want to pull something up here. I wanted to pull up his stats. Yeah, he played. Damn you, Nat. Go away. All right. Stats. Nope. That's not what I wanted. You dirty bitch. Come here. Game log there. Oh, we're going to do that now. Okay. Yeah, they just have preseason. Okay. Stupid ass. 372 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Here's what I liked about his preseason, right? One, this is what I like about the Giants. The Giants went from a disaster of a quarterback room, I think, to now, and this is gonna sound crazy, and y'all are gonna say I'm silly, but y'all also know how much of a man crush I have on Jameis Winston. Okay, and I do have me a man crush on Jameis Winston. Love him. The Browns should have never. Tell me the truth. God damn it. Tell me the truth. Tell me the Browns wouldn't be better off with Jameis Winston this year than anybody they have on that roster. But one thing is, the Giants went from a disaster of a quarterback room to I really kind of like what they have. Oh, Mountaineers. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's what the ears is. I was like, what the hell is the ears? Mountaineers. Got it. I'm a dumbass. Oh, well, thank you for being here. Stout said no comment. Ears them or whatever. No. Yeah, Tommy Cutlass got cut. That sucked. But I really like the quarterback room right now in New York. I really do. I think that with Jackson Dart there, I think you've got Russ to get you through the season. Jameis is the perfect backup, but he's also kind of the perfect mentor for a guy like Jackson Dart. I don't think Russ would be, but a guy like Jameis can keep it light, but still teach a guy like Jackson Dart how to be a professional and educate him and do all those things, right? And allow him to, learn and will share the knowledge of the game with him. But also, this is kind of, if Jackson Dart is the guy, then, no, DeVito's been cut. They've already cut DeVito. He's gone. So DeVito's been cut. So it's now Russ, Jameis Winston, and Jackson Dart. And look, Dart, I think that I think he's not necessarily a project, but I think he showed really good signs. No interceptions. You'll take that for sure. I want to say just about every rookie that played this preseason had an interception. And I don't know how many attempts he had. I can't find it. That's what I was looking for, was how many attempts. But that's a pretty clean. You have 372 yards passing and no interceptions and 3 touchdowns. That's a game. That's just one game total over 3. But you'll take that just to get out there and get his feet wet. That's a good start, right? It gives you a good springboard. So I think there's definitely, if you're the Giants, you have to look at it as at least like, man, you've got the present, right? And Russ get you through. Are you going to win the division? No. They're not going to be better than the Eagles. They're not going to be better than the Commanders. Russ isn't going to outplay Jalen Hurts. He's not going to outplay, why am I drawing a blank? And Jaden Daniels. He's just not going to outplay either of them. He's probably not going to outplay Dak. But he can get you through and keep you respectable. Meanwhile, you got Jabuzzi. you got oh my God. Why am I I just drawing a blank. Oh my God. Why am I drawing a blank? Jameis Winston. You've got Jameis. I couldn't think of his damn name. But you've got Jameis there to kind of coach and guide and lead Jackson Dart. Because Jameis, according to the depth chart, Jameis is 3rd. And that's fine. So Jackson Dart actually won the backup role. Perfect. So all signs point to he's got something. So I think it'll be good. I think the Giants are in a pretty decent position right now, believe it or not. Jeff Bell, Broncos fan, said, Don't trust Russ benched by the 5th game. Well, and it wouldn't surprise me because, look, like I just said, if you look at the division, you know what you're up against, quarterback-wise. Russ ain't outplaying those other 3. He's going to probably throw some picks. So at some point, you're going to have to throw Dart out there and say, hey, is Dart our Jaden Daniels? Can he outplay these other cats? Do you give him a year to learn? You know, I mean, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I think if you don't have to rush it, you know what I mean? If you don't, you're not winning the division. That's the thing. You just kind of have to know you're not winning the division. But at the same time, when you take a quarterback in the first round, even if he was a late round pick, what was he, 25th? You expect him to be ready. So I like sit and learn. A year is good. And you a little scared, Total Dallas? Russ can eat off 2 deep balls, neighbors a game. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I feel like Russ won't do much for Jax. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's my whole point. If this QB room, this is why I say, God, Shan, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's why I say I really like the QB situation for the Giants. You've got Russ who's going to operate like he's on Russ time, right? Russ is like about Russ. So Russ is like, I want to help the Giants win. I'm looking out for me. And that's kind of what the Giants do need. But at the same time, you got Winston who's like, hey, man, I'm here to keep it light and make the room fun and keep everybody happy. And, you know, at the same time, he can still teach Jackson Dart how to be a real NFL quarterback. So that's where I think it makes it fun. You know, like they're eating dubs on the sidelines and shit like that. Bro, that's exactly what you need. While Russ is over there doing Russ shit, he's going to take him under his wing and teach him the ropes. And when it's his time and he's ready, he'll be ready. Because Russ ain't going to do it. Russ is like, nah, son, I'm over here trying to win ball games. I think they're in a good position. I think they're in a really good position. You could do a lot worse than have a Jameis Winston as your third string quarterback teaching Jackson Dart how to be an NFL QB. And I agree with you, Big Stout. The team vibe is very different. It's very different. What do you mean you disagree? I disagree. The QB room looked locked in and they're having fun. That's what I'm saying. Is anybody fucking listening to me? I literally just said I think the Giants QB room is in great position. I just spent 10 minutes. You know what? I'll be goddamn. I just spent 10 minutes on that. 10 minutes. Tony said, no, nobody's listening. Eddie didn't make it. Eddie didn't make what? Eddie who? The hell is you talking about? Oh, you was disagreeing with Chan. Oh, okay. I'm like, God damn it. Is somebody listening? Is my mic muted? I swear to God, I've done a whole show with the mic muted. Who? Eddie who, Flip? Eddie didn't make it. Eddie who? Who are you talking about? Eddie who? I don't know who you're talking about. Let me update this NFL rumors page one more time, see if there's any other cuts before we bounce on up out of here. I gotta get on and get. Hey, but man, once again, those of you that came in on the raid and stuck around, really appreciate it, man. Come back. We just talk sports and shoot the shit every day, Monday through Thursday, right here, 2 to 5 p.m. Damn it! 2 to 5 p.m. Central Time. So come hang out when you're not watching USN. Oh, timeout Eddie. Oh, gotcha. Yes. Timeout Eddie. Yeah. Yeah, timeout, Eddie. Eddie didn't make it. He quit. See, you ran Eddie off. Yeah, you ran off Eddie. You done pissed Eddie off and ran him off. Could have been a contender. Oh, look, there's the front page of USA Today. Desmond Watson. Somebody mentioned that earlier. Let's see. NFL trade rumors, roster cuts. Let me see if there's any other mentions of any big names. Texans officially cut 28 players. Let's see. Damon Arnett, Solomon Byrd, Darius Henderson. Yeah, nothing. No, Luke Lashley. Yep. No, nothing major. No big names there either. Trent Brown. Nothing crazy there. Nope. Okay. Jimmy Ward's on the commissioner's exempt. Yeah. All right. So nothing crazy on the Texans cut list. Just about everything you would expect. Jalen Mills was cut. Yeah, it's not exactly crazy. Okay. Nothing wild. All right. Hey, Reyes, good to see you back, brother. What did that say? Barry sent you a message on Discord. Check it out. Will do. I will check it out. Are you surprised Gabriel is QB2 and Sanders is QB3? That's a good question, Ears fan. No. No, not really. And here's why. One, I mean, if you think about it, and this is going to sound crazy, but there's, and this is, take performance out of the equation for a second. With all of the off the field shit that has gone on surrounding the Browns and that QB room, who would have ever thought that the Giants would be in a better position and for their QB room than the Browns? Crazy, right? But with all that's gone on, you almost felt like the Browns had to. Big Stout said, catch that gnat. You almost felt like the Browns had to do that just simply based off of where they drafted the two, just to kind of keep it copacetic, right? Like, well, I mean, we did, bitch. I didn't get him. Just to kind of keep it copacetic, like, well, I mean, we drafted, this is how they got drafted, so it shouldn't be a surprise. I don't know what their stats were either. Let me see if I can find just simple stats for them, because I don't, again, I don't have detailed. Here we go. Look at the depth chart. Gabriel had 272 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Shedeur Sanders had 152 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And I know he had that last game, but I'm not going to hold that against him and just consider who he was playing against. I think part of it was, hey, look, consider where they got drafted. That could be some of it. I didn't watch much of Dylan Gabriel play, so I don't know if he outplayed Shedeur Sanders or not. That I don't know. But I'm also not 100% surprised just from the standpoint of talent. I also just said I never really thought... Jen said new form for draft was sent out. Don't be a dick. Jen's a Browns fan. I just never really thought. I mean, if you look what Shedeur's body of work was in Colorado, you had a Heisman Trophy winner on the team, and they still weren't that great. And he played the most important position. I don't know. I just was never a big fan of what he did. So I didn't think he was going to be that good of an NFL quarterback. Do I think he should have went 5th? Maybe not, but maybe so. I don't know. Do I think there was a conspiracy? We talked about this yesterday. Probably. Does that change how good he was or wasn't? No, it doesn't. So, here's the deal. And I'll say this and then we're going to go. Because I want everybody to keep this in mind. This is the thing that gets lost on people all the time. I said it yesterday. I'll say it today. And I will keep saying it over and over and over when it comes to these cuts and who's where. There's a reason Joe Flacco's the starter. You know what I mean? There's a reason Joe Flacco's the starter. Who's 2 and who's 3 doesn't necessarily matter as much. But coaches don't care about all of this external shit. Coaches have to win or they get fired. So if you think that coaches are interested in serving the needs of the NFL and, oh, well, let's teach Deion's kids a lesson. They don't give a shit about that as much as they care about winning to save their job. So I can't imagine that Stefanski is like, well, I'm going to make Shador 3rd if he's the best quarterback by far in camp. Does that make sense? If Shador Sanders went in and blew the doors off of everybody and just outplayed everybody and was just obvious that he was the best quarterback in camp, don't you think he would have got the starting job? He absolutely would have, because coaches above all else want to win. So, and people are like, well, but look what he did in the preseason. He also wasn't playing against ones. He was playing against the 3s and 4s a lot of time. And people are like, well, that last game he sucked. True. He sucked against 4s, but he also had 4s blocking for him. It's all a vicious cycle. But at the end of the day, coaches are going to make decisions that give them the best chance to win because their jobs are on the line. And I think people lose sight of that. Now, do some players get, a raw deal and maybe, fall into the coach's doghouse? Sure, that could happen. Sure. Yeah. But not at the quarterback position. That's too important. It's way too important. Unless you're a dumbass like Bill O'Brien. And then that's a whole different thing. But usually, you're just going to run the best quarterback out there because you want to win. Your job's on the line. And let's be real. In Cleveland, Stefanski's probably on the hot seat. I mean, how could he not be? How could he not be? If he's not, I would be stunned. But if the Browns suck this year, I think Stefanski could be fired. But he's got to be on the hot seat. There's got to be like a coach's, let's see, NFL coaches hot seat list 2025. He's got to be on this list, right? Let's see. That's college. Which NFL coaches are on the hot seat in 2025? NFL trade rumors. Def Conrad, Brian Daboll. Yeah. Brian Callahan of the Titans. Shane Steichen of the Colts. And Mike McDaniel of the Dolphins. Okay. All those check. DEFCON Yellow. Jonathan Gannon of the Cardinals. Kevin Stefanski of the Browns. Dave Canales of the Panthers. Zach Taylor of the Bengals. I might move Zach up. So, okay. Yeah. I might move Zach up to DEFCON Red and Stefanski, but they're on the list. So, there you go. That's my 2 cents. All right, let's get out of here. What up, CC? We're done. Go grab some dinner and go put some flowers on Pop's grave and call it a day. Hey, man, thanks again to USN for the raid. That was super dope, man. Really appreciate that. Welcome to all the new followers, Jaxie and Axel Brickman, A-Hopper, Big Stout, Eddie. Eddie ain't coming back now, but that's all good. And Ears Fan, man, much love to all of you. Appreciate the follows. Thank you to USN for the gifted sub to Jaxie. Thank you to everybody for the subs and the bits and hanging out. Much appreciated to you guys. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Don't forget, Jen said she resent out. Zach Taylor needs to hire Wade Phillips. Oh, shit. You ain't never lied. Don't forget, Jen said she resent out the form for fantasy football. So if you're a Patreon member, be on the lookout for that. The new form, the new draft form for picking when you want to do your fantasy draft has been sent. It is in your mailbox. Go get it. All right, deckheads. I'll see y'all tomorrow. In the meantime, do me 3 favors. 4. Fuck this gnat, first of all. But do me 3 favors. Be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. Appreciate you, Cisco. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Uriel. All right, let's see. We got to return the favor. Let's find somebody to raid. Damn, they're playing basketball at Rucker Park. That's crazy. Let's do this. Similar or smaller in size. Filter by category. Sports. Who's talking sports? In English. That's the catch. And not radio. Nope, that's Spanish. They're breaking packs. FanDuel. It's so hard to find just regular old sports talks cats like me and USN. It's either radio or okay. Ariel Callista. That doesn't look sports betting illuminated. I don't believe that's the case. I don't see anybody. Shit. You better, you bet. The Lunatic Raider Show. Damn, I done found nobody to raid. Ain't this about a bitch? Oh, what is this? Not English. Son of a bitch. All right, we'll try again tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Eddie's making a YouTube video.